It is time for the player development question of the week. And this week's question is, when did I first find out about player development? Well, some of you all know my story. In 2016, I was a high school coach, and I was presented with the opportunity to interview for a position at the University of Houston for Director of High School Relations / player development. Now, I knew what high school relations was just based off the name. Player development, I really didn't fully know. I thought I knew what it would be, but that was my first introduction to the role fully. I had seen the role on different people's, directories, but this was the first time I ever had to like fully face the role and be like, what is this role? That was the first time I was introduced to player development. Now, the first time I was introduced to the duties was that role, right? And the first time I was really introduced to a format or programming in player development was in 2016, kind of built off what was being done at Ohio State under Ryan Stamper. Shout out to Stamps. Because my head coach, Coach Tom Herman, had came from Ohio State, and there were a lot of similarities, and he liked what they were doing in player development. But I was introduced to player development in 2016. Now, when I was introduced, I did not have all the stuff that you have here. There was not a podcast, there were not blogs, there were not books, there was not a conference, there was not a course that I could join. So I was kind of out there trying to figure this all out on my own. Now, with that said, you heard me say course. The Player Development Guide course is having its second cohort. I was only going to do one, but I'm having my second cohort, and I would love for you to join and learn more about player development. Maybe you are where I was in 2016, where there's a lot of confusion, a lot of what is this role? I want to coach you up and provide player development clarity for you to create generational impact. Speaking of generational impact, go out and create it today. Don't wait. Don't ever wait. Create that generational impact today. And while you're creating it, check out these videos. And also, I want to thank you for checking out this video and checking out and supporting all the resources I put out. So like and subscribe here, and let me know in the comments when you first found out about player development. Have a good one.